Hello, beautiful beings. It was a new moon yesterday, so my video glitched. And where it glitched, after it did, my mouth didn't match my words anymore, and it was really annoying. So I just cut it off. And I wasn't going to post it, but they're like, "No, you do it. Don't let your mind get a hold of this. Just keep doing it, and later down the road, if you're compelled to, you can go back. But don't, I'm really learning not to make decisions based on just what my mind is automatically saying that I should do, because it's not always in my best interest. Even though the automatic feels like it's me just automatically thinking it, and oh yeah, and that I have an idea. No, it's just a thought. So, Mom and I were talking this morning about, being the observer. And it's just so beautiful to have that conversation with my mom, because we are the observer. That's our natural state. That's where we're seeing from, through these eyes. We're observing. But, in the human conditioned state, we don't know that. We are seeing from our projection, like the projections of the mind, mostly. But that's all changing. And it'll be rampant on the planet. People will be seeing from their own true state, which, leads to healing on the planet, because once beings aren't unconscious anymore, nobody will want to hurt anybody else or anything else for their own personal gratification. So where my video ended last time was 1998. My girls were all little, my three daughters, and we had to move. And I was laying in bed just sobbing because I didn't know where we were going to go, and it was just agonizingly loud. And all of a sudden, on the right-hand side, I heard, "Let your mind race if it will. Don't try so hard to stop it. Behind the cloud of imaginary confusion, everything is happening right on schedule." It was, I know what it was now, the feeling now, it was peace. It was no resistance at all, no mind. It was quiet all of a sudden, absolutely quiet and peaceful. And it was like somebody was speaking to me inside. It was plain as day, louder than the thoughts that I was having. So loud that I could hear it over those deafening, I thought the thoughts were deafening. But after that, I was just like, that there's something, that voice is louder than the thoughts. And I knew everything was going to be okay, and I went to sleep. And of course everything was okay. It always is. In hindsight, once a person has been through enough hard times and you can see that it has always worked out, it doesn't always help in the moment, when things can be so scary. However, it does make things easier as time goes by, in the moment. Because I can go, okay, this is really scary and I'm feeling so much fear right now, but I know that it's going to work out. And being able to, train myself and make myself start, changing my focus from, like Abraham Hicks has taught me over the years, to go from specifically negatively focused to generally negatively focused to generally positively focused to specifically positively focused. When I first started learning that process from her, I would cry because it felt impossible, absolutely impossible. But I got the book, Ask and It Is Given. And I mean, I've had several books in my life that I've called my Bible, and that was one of them, because there's literally an emotional chart on there, how to go from depressed to, feeling hopeful even. And the chart says about, feeling depressed is actually upstream, which is a good thing, upstream from feeling homicidal. And it is just absolutely amazing. It helped me get out of my head so much. The trick about law of attraction for me was that my mind really always wanted to get a hold of it because it wanted to make things. I wanted to, make things happen and, make the attraction happen. That's not how it is. It's getting out of the way so we can receive what's already here for us. And it doesn't, and what is here for me, the abundance that's here for me isn't necessarily what my mind always thought that it should look like. And I've been able to let that go too, because what I receive is always so much more life-giving than anything that I was conditioned over lifetimes to believe would be fulfilling. It's always something that comes that feeds, just breathes even more life into me, that is so life-giving. Only things that are life-giving now I truly appreciate. It's beautiful. And so they're like, give an example. What's an example? Life-giving conversations. Recently, her name's Angie. She contacted me on YouTube, and I put her through it because there's so many scammers, and I almost recently lost a friend over that because I thought he was a scammer, and the universe was like, no, you guys are supposed to be friends, and he came back, and I said, I'm so sorry, I got scared, but I can feel that he's real, and we Skype, and I know he's for real now, and Angie, I was just like, can you please write my name on your hand and take a picture? And it's so important to keep yourself safe, because I have always been such a trusting being. And, I've gotten to the place in my life where I was just like, I'm never going to be able to trust love again. Well, that's not true, because I've learned to trust my intuition. I've learned to trust my instincts. I've learned to trust that, yes, indeed, I am picking up on this person's vibration, on their energy, where their point of attraction is, where they are in their evolution as a person, where they are, if they are even seeking to wake up, or if they're just saying the words, with enough research, which has just been endlessly fascinating for me. So it's never been work. It's really just like breathing for me. I can't not be fascinated with the whole process of life, really. But I've done so much research. Probably the main reason I've done it, the driving force, has been to keep myself out of painful situations, because I didn't know that I had the power to do that. But I do now, and that is to trust my gift of discernment. I absolutely do. And it can be so tricky because, especially with narcissists, because they can be, well, they're like, sociopaths, psychics, personality disorders, the list goes on. There's a lot of people that can act like they can reflect you. They absolutely can reflect you for a while, but it's only for a while. They can only do it for a while, not indefinitely. So I finally have learned why it's imperative, not just important, but imperative, to take my time when I meet somebody. Because, somebody that's not being themselves and they just want something from me, they can hang in there for a long time without showing their true colors. However, my spidey senses are so in tune now, and I'm so not on guard. I don't have to be on guard. I'm completely relaxed and observing. And it's quite a balance, because my person before would always be like, oh my God. And still, with one of my friends, it got romantic very quickly, but it was a repellent for both of us because he lives so far away, and, it made us both go to our heads. And I feel like that was the main reason that I was just like, I gotta get away. And no. And so I got away, and I'm like, it's you, you're a scammer. And then later I realized it was just because I got scared, and I don't want that romantic stuff. If the universe, I said, my being doesn't give a shit about dating sites or having a mate, and ultimately it doesn't. However, if that's what the universe, if that's what the divine wants for my life, for the highest good of the planet, then that's when it's going to happen. Not for any other reason, not for any need or longing or anything of that, on a personal level. People are coming into my life now friendships, and there's nothing more life-giving to me than having a deep, heartfelt conversation that takes us from where we were just even moments before to an even deeper place of seeing together. You know, I just can't do small talk. That was one of my tests the last few days is, you know, somebody contacted me on Messenger. Hi, how are you? And this is somebody that has, you know, come in once in a while, an acquaintance. Hi, how are you? And it's all small talk. I can't do small talk. It literally, it creates resistance inside of me because, well, I don't know why. I just can't. And, you know, I finally told this person, I said, you know, the reason that I stopped talking was because there really wasn't anything to say. And so he's just like, I totally understand, you know, I'm working on that. And I said, oh, cool. And I learned something really cool. I might have mentioned this yesterday. I'm learning to not just give people things, you know, like send them videos of the people that I admire the most that have helped me. I said, so would you be open to receiving any videos of, you know, some kick-ass guides that I know? And he was just like, oh, no, thank you. Not right now. I was just like, wow, that is so awesome. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. That, you know, it felt really good. It felt really balanced. And, you know, it didn't put me in my head at all because I wasn't overextending. I wasn't trying too hard. My person wasn't trying too hard to help this person. It's really beautiful. And so he messaged me this morning, hi, how was your day yesterday? And I got just that twisted feeling just for a moment, you know, that it's the going from just being to all of a sudden being in my head and going, well, okay, hi, good morning, you know, it was great. How about you? And, you know, good, something, and then that's it. And that's all. That's literally all the small talk that I can do. And because the small talk is for the person, it's not really hugely heartfelt, you know. But, you know, like Muji has taught me, and Eckhart, he's just like, you know, you just have to be where other people are, and not with a bunch of mind effort, but you just have to relax and just kind of, you know, just go through the regular, hey, how are you doing? You know, how's your day going? Just go through that kind of stuff, and, you know, just don't worry about it and move on. But I just can't, you know, keep going with that. So it's all fine. Now I'm rambling. Ancients, is there anything else that you want to talk about today? To have my mom say that she sat and watched all of my videos today, I don't even have the words for that. I sent her my first video that she has watched the other day, and she said she watched it 3 times. That is, and then we just talked for an hour today, you know. Um, it's absolutely incredible when you feel like you've just been on this path forever and you just still have more to shed and more to burn, and you wake up and you're just like, oh, I don't want to get up, you know, I'm just in it. I'm in it. It'll pass. It's passing. It's burning. You know, just release the resistance as best you can and don't give up because it gets better. It seriously gets better. It's all stages. You won't be there forever. I know it feels like it will. I know it feels like it will. Some of the phases I've been in through this whole shedding experience, seriously, I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I just felt like I was just in this tumbler, you know, just the same experience, just dug deep into it. And, you know, they're like, that's how you pull the taproots out. You have to just walk into the dark inland, and then they're showing me this right now. This is channeled information. You know, they impress words upon me, but it's really the pictures that they show me, and then they're like their essence is just like, you know, breathed into it somehow. So they're just showing me walking into the facing it, not avoiding it anymore, whatever the it is for you that keeps coming up in your life. Facing the dark, can be so terrifying. But then the more we face it, then we become aware that we never were that it was just a conditioned thought, and it just felt incredibly real. And that awareness obliterates that darkness and indeed pulls it out by the taproots. So beautiful. It's the bravest thing anybody could ever do is look at, to me, is look at their own stuff. And I mean, why else are we here on the planet, really? And it's, it's literally clearing up lifetimes of, that destructive low vibration. It's so beautiful. I never tire talking about it. Obviously. For quite a while, I wanted to, because it felt like the process was taking so long to my mind. I wanted to start, doing tarot cards because I saw so many people doing that. And nope, they're like, nope, that's not your purpose. No, you have to keep going. Just keep going. And I'm so grateful I did. I still don't know. Like I heard Christina Lopes say a couple days ago, somebody wanted to know about their purpose. And I've said many times that I know what my purpose is, but it really is just knowing my purpose as it unfolds. But knowing my purpose in a big picture, in the biggest picture, is to, help beings awaken from deep states of amnesia. That sums it up right there. And last time they let me re-upload a longer video, so maybe they'll let me upload this one also. If you have a topic you would like to talk about, please leave that suggestion in the comment section, and you can email me at satsongwithmamag@gmail.com. Love you so much.